Alright, greetings, salutations, good day, and hi, you guys and gals, and welcome back to the 2025 Formula Holo World Championship. We have ourselves a big weekend of action here. 4 Formula Holo races split between today and tomorrow. First off, we are here in Marina Bay for the Singapore Holo Prix, street racing under the lights of this interesting 3.070 mile, 19 turn, 4.940 kilometer street circuit. So look at the points as they currently stand here. Todoroki Hajime still with a massive lead. Still with just a 1 podium to her name. Still on top, 460 points, 97-point lead over Yuzuki Choco, who's in second with 363. Bestia Zeta, third with 353. Hoshimachi Suise is fourth with 314. Natsuya Matsuri, 307, is in fifth. And the highest EN driver currently is Uro Crony of EN Promise, 8th with 289. And we have a bit of a penalty to announce. Moria Calliope will have herself a 3-point penalty for action detrimental. I will not explain further about that. Anyway, nothing else to say about this, but yeah, I just wanted to show you how your Oshi may be doing on this table. Speaking of tables, look at the Constructors' Championship as it currently stands. Regloss, 1,190. Scuderia Genocide, 917. Promise, 908. Royalty, 872. Flogo, 831. Akuken Exodia, 776. Usaken, 772. Justice, 752. Red Heart, 723. Nepo Labo, 718. Hello Hero, 712. Advent, 703. Myth Watson, 610. Ryokotori, 584. Moon Architect, 580. Fortsubushi, 497, and Holo X Ace, 425. Okay, Chrono. Hello.
Hello.
So, we are here in Marina Bay. I forgot what it's called for a bit as we get into the track preview already. It's going into the first few turns, and a mess of cars stuck already. Well, this is going to be one hell of a race going on here. Anyway, past 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. And I think this is turn 6, and going into turn 7. Quite a few 90-degree angles, so more cars stuck. Past turn 7, Memorial Corner, turn 8, Stanford, and 9, Padang. And into the infamous Singapore Sling! Turn 10, oh goodness gracious. And then 11 and 12, and then do some bridge, and then 13. And 14 and 15. That's 15. And then we go straight across. There were some extra turns that were in previous races, but no longer. Instead, you just go straight through 16 and 17, and then 18, and then 19, and you're home free, I guess. So, what we've seen so far in qualifying, what do you expect to see in this race?
One we see in qualifying is not a very good sign. That's for sure. I think we all have to get the ibuprofen ready. Yeah, because the video is quite bad at my end.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why it keeps saying 2,000 kbps at my end, but it used to be like 6,000 a while ago.
Thankfully, it's not over 9,000.
Yeah. We'll just see what happens as we go back to our usual placeholder car and set the grid for this race and quiet the music. And interesting set of drivers we are seeing here for this race. Well, okay. And
I barely can read them. Oh my gosh. The video is going bad. I can make out the names.
Probably something at your end. Oh, I'm seeing 1625 milliseconds on Discord. I don't know if that's good or not.
Hang on, let me just attempt the slam trick you do on.
Hold on, let me try turn off the virtual camera and start it up again.
Okay, that's a little more better. Anyway, Candy Princess on pole.
Yeah, and
it's
she
a
just
Gen 4 1-2.
Yeah, and Luna just introduced her new summer outfit just this morning.
With those red eyes too.
Yeah.
And red means danger. Anyway, for the rest of the grid, Nico, Lamy, Corone, Reine. Friend is here in 7th. Okayu 8th. Kanade 9. Azki, Nene, Choco, Crony, Anya, Laplace, Raden, Mokoko, Muna, Nerissa, Risu, Yofi, Kobo, Zeta, Pekora, ERB, Nodoka, Matsuri, and Su making our first page.
There's Nodoka, Matsuri, Su. Gotta get that pace car out of the way and focus on Luna. I think that's the only camera angle available here. So we'll make do with what we can. Continue.
Okay, and before I continue, may I have a suggestion? Why not focus the camera as I read through the names? Is it doable?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nico in 29th.
And I
then
think
Kiara right beside it.
And I guess
Then Vivi, Kayla, Ina, Ayame, Bay, Botan, then Sisei, Koyori, Watame, and Noel making up the grid.
And I have to write down the remaining names because there's a lot of names I have to write down. Yeah. Botan, Cici, and Koyori, Watame, and Noel. Great, we are set to go here for this 22-lap showdown under the lights at Marina Bay, and
with the lights and beside the sea.
And get your ibuprofen if need be, because expect some crazy things between the barriers. Oh my.
You're gonna beat Barry R a lot. And I hope the video quality holds up. It's back to being illegible again on my end.
Alright, we will see what happens here as Luna has the pole position for this round 13 of 20. Singapore Holo Prix is green. And here we go. Alright, who's gonna mess up on these first turns?
This rides off into the night.
And one going the other way, that looks like Koyori. Yeah. And that's an issue for some of these cars. Oh, Bay has the worst of it.
Bay and
Botan can easily go around. Oh, now they're stuck.
And Botan.
Oh, well, let's move on here. Himamori Luna. Haven't heard much from her this year. Here she is leading the way ahead of her Gen 4 Force Uber Sheep teammate Amane Kanata, who herself, I believe, also, who I believe likes to win. And Risu, a bit awkward, and,
That's the first victim of the pit lane glitch.
And
for this race.
Liz also having issues. Quite a few names stuck in pit lane. Anyway, come on, camera, please.
Of course. There's a stream, so it scuffs up all over the place.
Whoa, careful. Bit fast here. This is a very fast section, and yep, probably the Singapore sling doing its thing.
That's myth against myth.
And Cece.
And Nico, no wall.
Come on. Okay, that's more like it. Nico is stuck.
And my video is getting worse.
And Luna, that's a pole sitter. There's a pit lane guy. Just a jump scare. Pit lane guy jump scare. Okay, what happened to Luna right there? We need to check the replay. Was doing well, and then suddenly, she flips over like a burger patty. Oh, that is not good.
Oh no! Disaster! What a bad idea! Oh my goodness!
Luna leading the start of a race, then
yep.
Coming into accidents.
Where were we? Okay, Kanata. As cars, get
something to
stuck.
Okay, quality is easing for now, but it looks like a freaking PS1 game here.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with the Discord.
Or maybe it's just my internet.
I'm seeing a car stuck at 36 friends. Oh dear. Friend finds herself stuck. Okayu in the pit lane. Well, Miyopotori is having a field day, apparently. And Raden, oh man, many cars stuck. 131.089 for...
Okay. Alright, the video
and
Raine.
And Reina goes upside down.
Oh no.
So does Kanata. And
oh, this is...
The real question now is, will the pit lane glitch claim them?
Whoops, I didn't mean to do this. Didn't mean to do this. Sorry.
Of course, chewing through so many blue women here.
Not only scuffing during the race itself, but scuffing during streaming. As you go around the sling.
Its normal self, the quality of the vid.
That's good.
Maybe he just needed Lamy to lead or something? I don't know.
Following along with Ina and a couple of... Local drivers
And
as
that's our
Miko.
champion.
She is...
With a lot of...
Come on!
What?
Still barely alive, and I need to showcase the tires. What tires are they running? Tires. Lammy going mediums, Kanade going softs, and this is an interesting location for Kanade because she won here last year. Otonose Kanade won here last year, and here she is taking the lead away from Lammy, who finds herself completely screwed up.
Again, caught drinking on the job.
Oh, man.
And that's Crony! And that's Crony having a physics moment.
Physics moments here. A couple of stuck Nepalabo members and some more drivers having issues. And here is Kanade leading the way. The Reglas member who won last year's Singapore Holo Prix, taking the lead here early on.
Reglas is on a warpath here. They were biding their time during the early rounds. Now that I think of it, they only took lead like midway through?
Yeah, I suppose.
And pretty much Dev.is in general. The two Dev.is teams.
I believe it's pronounced device. So these two are stuck where they are. Meanwhile,
And more blue women succumb to this race.
Boy. Uh-oh. Careful there. Alright, what's the issue? What's the beef between these two? Okay.
I mean, Kayla deals in lava, in hot metal.
Boring. And Miko. And something involving Miko as well. Against... Oh, just a touchy touch between her and Ina, and... Oh, man. The 2024 world champion lost it there, and so...
Oh, this is terrible.
I don't think she's gonna defend her throne any longer. Not at this rate.
I mean, look at the attrition, like around a dozen or so drivers in pit lane.
Also, interesting observation here.
Yeah?
The podium currently is full of small people.
Full of, short, holomems. Kanade short? Yeah, I am aware. I'm aware that,
Kinda pushing it.
I'm aware that, Anya Melfissa is short and LaPlus is very short.
In fact, the next two are only mediums. Next 3 and 4 even, with the highest tall member being Mona as Nene.
Oh.
Let's make a pancake. And gets pit laned. By the way, as you can see in the southeast corner of your screens, VGTC is open for registrations. Registrations close on August 1, 11:59 GMT +8. Please check your local time zones for conversions.
That's right, we are still stuck at, last I checked, 18 entries. Let's
pretty healthy.
Yeah, it's fine, but I'm hoping to Chrono and I are hoping to see if we can exceed last year's roster size of 32 drivers, and once we've gone past that, hopefully reach 40 and perhaps go past that. Oh, what now? Oh no, that's the race leader! And she's touching nose to nose with another device driver. Oh, that is just gruesome here in Kanade. Oh.
Does she escape the glitch? She does.
Okay, but what happened? What happened that caused the blooper? It's the Singapore sling! Oh! Got slung out of the way. Yeah. Got herself nose to nose with Kiki Garabibi. And
her own Kohai.
Kanade was the one who got unlucky and got teleported back into pit lane, and she has lost a whole bit of ground here. Anya Melfissa now takes over for the royalty drivers.
Who I found just making the constructors cards now, they pretty much gained despite Rain's penalty last stream. Granted, it was small, but still. Now it's 2 shorts and 1 medium for the podium net as of now. And 2 IDs and 1 JP.
And now Anya drops into the pits. She herself has issues. Laplace now in the lead. Followed by Vestia Zeta, who's one of the championship contenders. And she herself screws up. And goes perpendicular.
When we're saying that, I bet we should knock on wood.
And well, we are going to have ourselves some Moonlight Moko coverage. She has gone up to second. Mokoko, what did she start this race? 17th and moving up to second.
And highest EN.
Yeah, highest EN at the moment.
And our podium now is very much culturally diverse. 1 JP, 1 EN, 1 ID.
That's right. Mokoko doing a very good job dealing with the frustrations of this circuit here.
I guess the slimmer body does wonders in this racetrack.
So, Laplace at the moment, currently holding on to a lead of around 16, 17 seconds, as I'm seeing in SimHub. Around 17 seconds, and she will squander it. But not by much, as another driver has issues.
Yeah,
multiple drivers having issues. And another car goes upside down.
And that's Watame.
Ooh.
The brown and the pink trim. Ina and Kiara carrying the torch for Myth.
Well, not quite Kiara at the moment. Yeah. It looks like she's all fried up, and onto pit lane she goes.
And may the mirage of the pit lane glitch never claim her.
Multiple cars having issues here.
Can we have an angle on Kiara?
Yeah. Yep,
Oh,
she's
no.
screwed.
Alright. Yep, she has been claimed by the pit lane glitch as Kobo is trying a move against Mokoko.
And
Screwed
yo,
Mokoko in the process without even touching her.
she is still alive, but has lost a position down to third. And oh!
Falls into the void.
Well, that's
And
her
into the
race
pit lane.
all but lost.
Yep. And this is why we're instituting a split format.
I don't even think split formats will do anything to stop the issue of pit lane glitch. But certainly it's going to allow everybody in the roster to get an opportunity to race and instead of being cut off. Yeah, the two division formats. I'm curious to see how it is for 2026.
Laplace, currently in the lead as he traverses the underpass.
A whole mess of drivers stuck and not even halfway through this race.
Yeah, we're just starting lap 10.
And now Laplace herself messes up, but luckily keeps alive. Kanade has managed to recover and go back to third at the moment. Bobo second. The second place finisher under rainy conditions in Le Castellet.
I gotta look up a solution for the pit lane glitch. There's bound to be something out there. Okay, who's behind Laplace? It's Ozzy, who she has a fondness for.
Well, Fubuki is alive at the moment, and so's Koyori, so's Raden, a few names attempting to regain lost ground.
And that is a very tall order considering the circuit and their situation.
Well, we're only one lap away from this race being made official.
Was it over half? Not just half? As Ozzy falls into the void.
Oh no. Yeah. I think it's yeah. Let's look at the issue again. Where is Azuki? Yeah, this is where she messed up here. Yep. And onto pit lane she goes. Back to live action with Laplace leading the way by only a couple seconds. Huh.
No thanks to her blunder / physics moment.
Yeah, Laplace looking for her second win, and wants a big finish anyway, because Xais is way down there on the bottom of the championship standings.
Yep, cellar dweller, to be exact. As Ina is battling Matsuri, first gen against first gen, as Korone inexplicably blocks them.
Korone, come on. Why you gotta take everyone's fingers?
And suspiciously blocks an EN while a JP passes by. What is going on here? And there she is.
Oh, come on. Corner was just clear. Ah.
Mitt can't catch a break.
Well, looks like Ina was able to catch a break with getting out of pit lane. Much to everyone's relief here, as Combo finds herself stuck. Oh man!
While Booker's despair.
Yeah, again on this initial section of the track, a touchy touch, I believe, between her and Laplace, and she goes 180 degrees. Oh, even Laplace finds herself potentially screwed up, but she is still very much alive. And continues on her merry ways.
How much can she take till her race gets screwed? That's a question Laplace herself won't like to answer.
Well, we're seeing Cornet back on the track. She herself avoided the glitch for the time being. Let's just see which other names are still struggling with this Singapore street circuit. There's Kanade. On SimHub, I am seeing a lead of around 6 seconds. 7, I'm seeing now, as things start to get cleared up a bit.
Anyway, big jump for Noel, starting last and now is 16.
Wow! Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, we're seeing 3-wide action! Ina goes out of the way, doesn't want to get screwed up by Kanade, I believe?
Yep.
All three are fine. All three are fine. They were briefly 3 wide at start-finish, but luckily everyone made it through.
Different positions. Our Korean friend in 2nd, the Knight at 16th, and our Tako at 10th. Meanwhile, red against red. Genki against Genki, as Aussie Genki has the advantage for now. But IMA is studying an angle.
Let's see how these two fare on where most everyone has been tripping up. Both are fine. We're gonna move on here. Now, shockingly enough, I don't see Hajime on the grid. I don't see Hajime anywhere.
I took a scan of the tower too, and there's no Hajime to be found. Also, another interesting observation, and a literal one at that.
Oh?
Darkness leads the race. And where is the race at?
Under the lights?
No, in darkness.
Yeah. Oh.
And
yeah,
flips over her own genmate while we're at it.
Yeah, camera having issues. Koyori. Where is Koyori? Come on, yeah. Yeah. Let's look at the replay. Yeah, Koyori screwed up. Bit of friendly fire there.
Friendly
That
fire
was
and physics moment.
physics moment. And yeah. So back to live action.
Even I've also observed I can barely handle like stock spec of this car. So I can only imagine what kind of skill must you have to wrangle S spec, the spec we currently use. Feels like handling a raging bull.
Yeah, I only chose this mod because it was able to handle Zondvort when the stock F2004 couldn't quite do so, because of the Pirelli tires. As Corne has herself the fastest lap at the moment, 1:30, and promptly messes
in the air with her car.
up. Just couldn't get back onto the track.
Anyway, about Zandvoort, it still is quite a clown show of a race.
Yeah.
I have to remind. And not in a good way. Lap 15, our current top 10. Laplace, Kanade, Zeta, Matsuri, Lamy, Bay, Ayame, Botan, Vivi, and Ina. Our lone hope from MIP.
Okay. Well, Kayla still stuck. Horne, tried to get
backflips in the air with her car.
back.
So yeah, Kayla is stuck along with her quote-unquote potential client in Noel. Because blacksmiths make weapons for knights. On occasion.
The Ferris wheel in the way while wheels continue to turn for the remaining dozen or so drivers still on the track.
And remaining half a dozen laps.
Yep, just half a dozen laps left after this current lap 16.
Okay, so how many people do we have left? 13, 14, 15, and 16. So yeah, we're making it official that if a race goes below
5 drivers?
If a race goes, yeah, 5 drivers and below, we're red flagging things.
Yep, that's the rule we have decided already a while ago.
In many races, we have come very dangerously close, especially in Montreal.
That's right.
Husky is navigating through Marina Bay. Not quite zero guessing, but she's still alive. And that's what matters. Meanwhile, the red battle is still ongoing for 6. And Laplace is just breathing fresh air.
Just trying to not to mess up here. And she certainly doesn't.
Right. Also, the curbs have an interesting color there.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a local treat that the former Sana and I think Ina and Ami featured once. It's called ube queso. Ube queso pandesal.
Oh!
And Matsuri!
Oh. Still alive. Still alive. Check on Zeta.
Thankfully, this
Yes, they're both still good. Oh, that was a bit of beef between those two. But luckily, nothing serious occurred. 130 something for Inogami
pulled the freaking Black Widow on her.
Koane. Yeah, 131, 321, and
Does another cartwheel with her car.
it's still good.
This is not Holo Fest. Yet.
I wish I could afford to go to HoloFest or even that's an All for One concert that's coming up in New York. $130, $187 for friend.
She's inexplicably trying to clear Canada.
Come on, Fubuki. Kanada's vying for another good result here in Singapore.
By the way, I found an article
Yeah?
that pretty much relates to the pit lane glitch. I've linked it on the group chat. Was in Canada, passing by City Hall, or so I think it is called, that stately building right there. They just passed.
That's quite interesting. I should have a look after this stream. Oh.
Speaking of things to do after stream, I have to put color on the 4 recent phase cars that I've done.
Yeah.
That being Lumi, Remy, Irie, and Sheena.
Couple of Phase Invader 2 and quite a few Phase Alias members. Phase car coming up. That's scheduled to begin the Friday after the conclusion of the Formula Holo World Championship. Yeah, we're scheduled to finish off this current Formula Holo and Stars Touring Car Championship season. Whoa! Careful there.
Fubuki flips over like a pancake yet again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or rather a burger, since, you know, she likes burgers.
As I was saying, base car is scheduled to begin on July 18th. Formula Holo finale scheduled for July 13th. But depending upon how much work we've had done so far, we may have to push back the start of the new phase car season, the first here in Assetto Corsa, the original Assetto Corsa, that is. May have to push it back a week. Yeah, but we're just trying to get work done.
Though.
Yeah.
Why not just one day, so I can actually be on commentary?
Delay one day?
Yep. You heard me.
I mean, yeah, I was suggesting pushing back 1 week, depending upon the how much deliveries we've done so far. Pushing back the start by just one day to the following day to the Saturday. I can do that. As someone else seems to have screwed up somewhere.
I have more confidence completing phase car in time thanks to A, the smaller roster size, and B, only having to put 3 sponsors because they are indeed a smaller company compared to Holo as Risu. Cartwheels in front of the City Hall.
Anyway, I'm also wanting to do something fun during the phase car season. Now, you know how NASCAR is gonna have an in-season tournament, a bracket-style in-season tournament with 32 drivers as Botan goes into pit lane. I want to do something like that for the phase car season. Designate 5 races for 5 rounds of action, because yeah, we'll have 29 drivers in a single elimination bracket, with the top 3 from last year getting buys into the second round, because there's 29 drivers, and so we would need like 5 rounds of action.
This is interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna try an in-season tournament for phase car next month, like with NASCAR, where we'll have pairings for each race and
designated rivals, I see.
And whoever finishes higher in each designated round among each pairing will advance up the bracket.
I don't call it exactly a pairing, more like a rivalry. Which this whole system is very much reminding me of the system implemented for the new Sonic kart game, Sonic Crossroads. Available soon, not sponsored. There's also like a designated rivalry system there.
Oh!
Well, it almost had a physics moment while being pressed by Laplace.
Oh! Laplace screws up! Holiday, I believe, is gonna take over with 1 to go!
This is very, very unlucky for both Laplace and Xeis.
Oh, man!
Her AI took the time to dumb itself out.
Holiday just needs to survive this last lap, and she is gonna win here again. Oh man, we are seeing something rather crazy, rather interesting right here in Marina Bay. Just needs to play things safe the rest of the way.
If you're a plusmate, prepare the ibuprofen. Or the alcohol. But remember, not both at the same time. That's illegal.
Yeah, she was able to get past a Singapore sling without issue. Sling. Oh, man. But here she is, lucky enough to get in the way of things here again. The Regloss member certainly gonna find the Marina Bay Street Circuit, her all-time favorite circuit now, coming home to the finish. And Optimus Kanade wins the Singapore Holo Prix again!
That's, folks, you heard him. Again.
Kanade goes back-to-back in Marina Bay. Vestia Zetsa will take home second. Natsuo Matsuri, another podium for her, taking home third.
A very much needed podium for Red Heart.
Holiday making music once more in the streets, the floodlit streets of Marina Bay street circuit. Take a bow, Otonose Kanade.
And I think the pit lane glitch has claimed Laplace, which will settle for night. Bay meanwhile survives the red battle. Will survive the red battle.
Just a few more drivers to finish here. Just a couple more drivers. Waiting for...
The last will be Risu, as Koyori is classified finished already with 15 laps down.
Yow.
Really? Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, I believe we are just going to have 6 drivers. That's right, 6 drivers finishing all 22 laps. Heavy race of attrition here. As Vivi finishes, Risu will likewise finish, so we are going to wrap up here and congratulate Otonose Kanade, once again your winner here in
Marina Bay.
Marina Bay in Singapore. As I gotta get the music up, so loud. So let's go ahead and.
This is the second consecutive regloss win for the first race of a screen.
That's right. So that's 2 wins in the last 3 races for Regloss members, as we'll go ahead and lock in the points for most everyone here. So Kanade gets the dub, Zeta second, and Matsuri round at the podium. Lamy, Bay, Ayame, Mizumiya Su, Vivi, Laplace, heartbreak at the finish when she could have gotten a win in Near Darkness. Azuki will get a top 10 finish to her name. Continue, Chrono.
Righto. So, Yofi Ina, our highest myth. Botan, what perhaps the highest PLB. Then Korone, Kayla, Risu, Kobo, who had a chance at the win but flubbed it against Laplace. Noel, Choco, Fubuki remains position.
And what was the winning time again? 35. Oh, that race ended up too long. Yeah. Anyway, I'll continue on with 21st to 30. Okoko, Koyori, Anya, Sakura, Muna, Kiara, Raden, Nene, Miko, Watame, and the rest of the field.
The very unlucky page of Crony, Nerissa, Kanata, Reine, Nodoka, Seisei, Luna, Okayu, Nico, and ERB, all suffering from various forms of misfortune early on in the race.
Extremely unlucky, especially for not only Crony, who is partially cursed, but also Luna, who can only manage to complete 1 lap from a start of pole. That's a brutal race right there for her.
Also for her gen mate Kanata, when they had a Gen 4 1-2 at the start of the race. Yeah, a set of gremlins.
Yeah, that's
They're very much
yeah, that's quite awkward. That's quite awkward to witness, as I will go ahead and lock in the points for most everyone, and grimace at the sight of what we may witness. That's all 40 drivers in, luckily. So let's go ahead and reset the colors and give Luna a consolation point because she started off at pole. And fastest lap will go to Fubuki, it looks like, as we will see the best laps here for most everyone. 131, 132, and so forth. And it should be Fubuki with fastest lap, 131.87. I know it's not colored, but Fubuki will have the bonus point for the fastest lap here. It was between her and her gen mate Korone for fastest lap, but ultimately it's Fubuki who...
Technically gen mate. Only technically.
Gen mate, yeah. It's ultimately Fubuki who won out and got the bonus point, as we see the rest of the times here. Wow, a 7-minute 42 second lap for Nico. Dear, oh dear.
Not a time even for ERB. Dios mío.
Yeah. Okay, where is Fubuki? There you are. 23. And,
I'm just gonna go open the wheel file for the base cars.
anyway, just I need to make sure I apply the penalty right as we see how it is
Don't
with
even
the...
get Cali.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it is with both championships at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, Weird Gloss is gonna go up substantially again. Yes, shock, awe. They have the lead in the Constructors' Championship. 1 point shy of 1,300. 12.99. Logo is second.
Holy crap.
Logo is second.
Ice domination.
Okay,
Alright, who else?
Okay, Regloss has a lead of only 327 points. So Flogo 972, Gen 0 966, EN Gen 2 882, Gen 2 855, and yeah. So yeah. And Holox getting closer to being out of the hole, but they're still at the very bottom by around 10 points as we once again consider the points leading the championship. What was then a 97-point lead for Todoroki Hajime has now gone down to 27 thanks to Bestia Zeta's second place finish. Todoroki Hajime 460, Bestia Zeta 433. Yusuke Choco 387, Natsuro Matsuri 377, and Irani Io 15 344. So yeah, that was a race that took place. As we will move on here to Sentul for the first ever Indonesian Holo Prix. You looking forward to that, Chrono?
Absolutely. Fun fact, that in the ARO, that's where Azuri started his career.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Here's to see how it is here. Alright, we'll be back in a few minutes for the for round 14, the Indonesian Holo Prix, in just a few minutes. See you in a bit. And welcome back here to the 2025 Formula Holo World Championship. So, Bruno...
You kind of surprised me there.
Sorry about that. Anyway, we are set to go.
Configuring the wheels for pace car. Just finished for Irie.
Yeah, anyway, we are set to go here. Just need to fix SimHub. Let's fix SimHub a bit. It's having a bit of a glitch. Make sure it's
In the Matrix.
running fine. Yoo-hoo! SimHub.
I set up question. Do you have two screens there?
Yeah.
Dag.
Yep.
Well, I guess that explains things. That does explain things.
Waiting to load, and we should be ready to go. Yeah. While I wait for SimHub to load, let's get right to the action for the next round. Here we go.
Where are we rock and rolling?
Well, Chrono, we are rocking and rolling here in Sentul in West Java, Indonesia, for the first ever Indonesian Holo Prix. That's right, hololive Indonesia will have their very own special home race on this very interesting, simple, but rather tricky 3.965 kilometer, 2.464 mile, 11 turn circuits. As I have my stuff set to go, I'm gonna follow along with a driver.
I did hear that you can make your own tracks for AC via Blender. I think that's out of my league for now.
Anyway, we are gonna be using this stock spec car. That's why the tires are different. We're gonna follow along with Roboko-san for this track preview.
Yeah, the tires are more
Grooved.
appropriate for the time.
Turns 1 and 2. One is 90 degrees, the other is 45 degrees, and then one of the two very tricky sections, quick 3 and 4. Be careful about your speed on those turns. And then we go into turn 5, a slight but still very much a significant turn, and quickly into 6 and 7. Mind the curbs there.
They left and right. As Miko throws sand into the face of Virgin Maid.
8 and 9. And then another tricky section. Not as tricky, but can still trip drivers up the last couple turns. 10 and 11, and then you're home free. So this race is supposed to be 28 laps, provided I had to set the field right. Yeah, 28 laps. That's right. Alright, let's set the grid for this race. As we're gonna halt the music a bit. And well! Appropriately enough for the setting, a Holo ID member finds herself in pole.
Muna.
Yep.
While also working on an astronomical themed phaser, more fittingly enough too.
Alright, Muna and Azuki, your front row for this 28 lap race. Continue.
Diko on 3rd, Subaru on 4th, Ayami on 5th, Iroha on 6th, Mio following her close, then Louis, Nene, Gigi, Ali, Botan, Ririka, Hajime, Okayu, Ao, Bales, Aki, Riona, Ina, Laura, Watame, Roboko, Koyori, Mokoko, Luna, Marin, Raden, making up our first page.
And we will go into the second page. Alright, continue.
Crony, Iris, Fuwawa, Matsuri, Crony, Korone, kinda sounds similar. Kanade, Zeta, Su, Fubuki, Sora, Nerissa, and Miko.
And guess what? I screwed up writing the...
This grid.
Yeah, messed up writing names on the field again. Where were we?
Well, all promise this year.
Yeah, all promise members are on the grid for this race.
All promise members.
And by the way, their NND models are already out as of like yesterday or 2 days ago. But they are missing a couple of alumni.
Anyway,
As we are
less
set
about
to...
sad topics,
Oh.
which kinda is my fault.
Yeah. Okay, we're set to go here. Let's see how it is. Get ready for some crazy stuff to happen, especially on turns 3 and 4 and turns 10 and 11 for this very first ever Indonesian Holo Prix, with pole appropriately enough claimed by a Holo ID member in Muna Hoshinoba. Let's get right to it.
Let's get to it. Well, let's get him.
And we're set to go. Here
5,
come
4,
the
3,
red lights.
2, 1, and
The first ever Indonesian
are
Holo Prix.
green and Sentul as Muna speeds away from the competition. While Aski's trying to fend off both Subaru and Nico as there's a kerfuffle right behind the grid.
And it's the same sort of issue as in yesterday's STCC stream with a whole bunch of drivers having trouble at the start. Well, that's just lovely.
Of course, the big debut race, and there's already stuff like this.
There's already chaos.
I'm trying to be PG-13, by the way, as Aski commits a spinala.
And the soundboard doesn't want to work properly. Drivers having issues.
Spinala.
Oh no.
Now the sound effect wants to play. Come on, let the others drive. Yep, Riona and Asaki both stuck. Anyway, Muna with the lead. 112.5 at 1, and we got 28 laps to worry about here.
So
Well,
it's 15 laps till the race is official for this one.
Asaki will...
Muna is already approaching Miko?
Come on. Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah.
And I think Kanade has fallen to the race winner's curse.
No,
Brandon
Okayu.
just
Oh, that was a hard hit for Okayu. Oh, that is gotta be painful. Yeah, I know it's a 3D race, but oh man. Ow. Yeah.
Yeah, if that was real, her wheel would have fallen off.
Just clipped off of Mizumiya Su under too fast of a speed, and yeah, that is just unlucky. Anyway,
Moon approaching time as Duck approaches Moon.
Subaru having a difficult season, but here she is in second at the moment, a close second, ahead of Kogane Nico.
Oh, three wide battle for the
Muna
lead
goes
as
stuck, and Subaru takes the lead. Miko is going the wrong way. And is left to touch grass. But now Subaru has issues. Louis goes up to second. Muna, well, we're seeing something happening here, folks. Yeah, just need to make sure I showcase the tires and stuff. Championship points leader, Hajime,
broke here.
110.694. Well, we had a few instances of Moko coverage at Marina Bay. Well, we see Rika touch grass. How about some Hua Watch?
Yeah, we didn't have that last time out.
Hua Watch on grooved Bridgestone tires.
Alright, Outlaw Demon Dog versus Pirate. Versus Priestess.
OBS had a bit of a hiccup, but it has corrected itself, luckily.
It's luckily stabilized, as I think we have our first pit lane victims.
No, Bay is fine. It's just that these drivers are not even close to being fine.
I was talking more about GG.
GG?
Yeah.
Ooh, Ina. 109. No, never mind. It's Riona. Rurika messes up. So.
And so does Botan Decider.
Yeah. Soundboard is having a bit of a glitch, so it's gonna reset to. Okay. Right. Now, okay. Is soundboard doing fine? Gonna test a sound. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Anyway, Muna leading here. Okayu now takes over with having the fastest lap. No, it's Muna. 107.584. First under 108.
Lilac Mem taking away from another Lilac Mem.
Indeed. Muna
committing a bit of a drift there.
Wants to have a big win for the Holo ID members.
Picking up some dust along the way.
Dealing with traffic, though, as Okayu and Korone.
Fittingly enough, the pair is together.
Oh, and careful there, Muna! Oh!
No! Why would you go there? Why would you go there?
Oh, much of the disappointment of the home faithful in the grandstands.
What?
And she's gonna luckily avoids the glitch this time around, as we're seeing a new driver with the fastest lap in Echo's Bales, 107.174. Oh no!
Not the Fua Watch we like to see.
Here's a disappointing Fua Watch replay. What seemed to be the issue?
I mean,
it was a touchy touch against Isaki Riona. Just a mistake by Fuawa, and she's left to touch grass. Well, Louis gets stuck.
Also new.
Pokemon Nico is in the lead.
Will she be
Yeah.
third Flow Glow member to clinch a win in this season? And that's Ollie's speech in the ground.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I recognize that patchwork anywhere.
What happened to her? Just I need to quickly over her issue. There's Ollie.
Trying a thing against Kanade. Yeah, physics moment again.
Wow.
Kuda.
That also collected Kanade.
It's more appropriately an AI moment. Nico. Trying to get by Corone. Tiger over Dog as we start lap 7 with Nico in the lead.
Already on lap 7 and a whole mess of drivers having issues already. Look at all these 0.0s. Brutal.
Yeah, if you're a fan of any of those, prepare the ibuprofen.
Exactly my sentiment, Chrono. Exactly my sentiments. Right, any other ID holomems still on the track as I try to quickly scan through? Oh, Vestia Zeta, who's been having a strong season. She's the lead ID member at the moment. As she's dealing with the tangle of cars. As Riona screws up Zeta's race.
Because AI. Of course.
Man, several cars having issues on turn 1.
All these DNF would have been easily resolvable had the AI been smarter.
Oh!
Nico summit sa pinala. Good dear. Can we just have one stable race? One! Oh no!
Local coverage.
I guess. Now I think she's up against Marine. Used to be her sister, but now Marine leaves both of them and is now gonna have to contend against Mio. It will be a literal dogfight here. Tarot Reader Wolf versus Demon Guard Dog.
Well, Hajime is completely beached. So there's a few more names around these parts. Oh, it's all so tiresome. You just hate to see that. Any more cars stuck? Besides...
can you point the camera where it was last time?
I believe this is turns 3 and 4.
Yeah. Point it further up.
Point it further up?
Oh yeah, that was Hajime. Never mind. I see the Uniqlo sponsorship. Nene! Having the lead unexpectedly. It's Nene, Louie, and Ina And I'm not gonna say anything lest it gets spoiled in the end. Currently, it's Nepalabo, X, and Myth.
Well, I myself don't need to take ibuprofen yet. Although, many of them will be taking it at this moment. Whoa, there's a car
Including
perpendicular,
myself.
but...
Including myself. Yeah, we gotta research AI improvements.
Indeed.
Speaking of AI, Robocop.
Following along with Okami Mio, trying to deal with this difficult Indonesian setting. Alright, what else is going on here? Miko just got out of pit lane. Is doing fine, it seems.
Damn, though, so many 0-0s there.
Yeah.
This is again another race that's dangerously close to being red flagged, and we're not even halfway.
And I had reduced the lap count from the original intended 33 laps to just 28.
I don't think you have tinkered with their physics, right?
No, this is the stock F2004.
What is then?
Probably too fast. We have Ann Abyssguard with the fastest lap currently, 107.149.
There'll be the younger Abyssguard. As my face starts inexplicably itching from the inside.
And my eyelid is twitching from lack of sleep.
Right on the left jaw, even. Itch.
Long?
To where, I wonder? Fiona. I like her.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's quite a nice member of Global right there. Anyway, while there's a bit of a lull in action, now that things seem to have stabilized a wee bit, let's see how it is for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have 3 races. Stream will start, of course, at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna have 3 rounds. Ooh, careful there, Nana. We are gonna go to Austin, the Circuit of the Americas, for back-to-back races. First, the feeder series to Formula Holo, the STCC having round 10 at that track, Circuit of the Americas. And then we are going to have round 15 United States Holo Prix. That's going to be a fun race.
Going back to back.
And then after that, we will have round 16 of the championship as we get the mariachi music playing in the background. Because you know what race is up after Austin?
To the land of tacos we go.
That's right. The Mexico City Holo Prix at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, where Shane Van Gisbergen famously won an awesome race, the first ever NASCAR Cup Series race a couple weeks ago in moist conditions on that track, but able to handle the setting with no problem whatsoever.
That should be all wheels for the phases.
Oh yeah, Moco coverage because I have a car featured. Trying to chase after Ina.
Yeah, both their teams are not doing so good. Advent slipping further and further down. Ina.
Mokoko goes to third. Mokoko goes to third.
How long does it last, though? That's the question.
But might find herself stuck, maybe, dealing with these cars in the way, but luckily she's fine. Oh! I spoke too soon. She is not so fine. More cars having issues here.
I guess either are your heart getting stressed or
Louis also screwed up.
Oh no!
and Mokoko's in the pits. Mokoko's in the pits and luckily escapes.
Yeah, that's good to see. That's good to see.
And
Ina might
in second.
Ina's up to second now. Muna back onto the track, but she was hoping to perhaps get a high finish for the ID members, but yeah.
If I'm seeing this correct, she is indeed the highest of IDs currently.
Yeah. That's only 14th.
Yeah.
And Rihanna goes stuck. And I'm running out of sound effects to play. Momo Suzunene leading by roughly 40 plus seconds. Osaka Subaru 106.845. Now with the fastest lap. Luckily she's by herself at the moment.
Maji kayo.
Lot of left and right sections. That's a very difficult section. Turns 3 and 4 for these drivers. I want to see if Mandalika would be an option for what if we go back to Indonesia for next year's Worlds.
Yeah, it definitely is an option since ARO went there.
Oh yeah, as for the
Holo.
As for the track list for next year, for both the Formula Holo World Championship and the lower tier Formula Holo Challenger Series. I don't know if it will be called the Challenge Series or Challenger Series. What do I have it as? I don't remember. It's a Challenge Series or Challenger Series.
Yeah, I'll just cook something with those teams in mind.
Probably just Challenge Series. Because it's easier to say, and as Oh, no. No. It's a mistake here.
And do you know who stands to inherit the lead now?
It's Nina, my inner niece, of course.
Will Smith finally gets a break?
If not today, then when? I feel like she's the only Myth member on the track for this round.
Yes. I can confirm with a quick scan of the tower.
Oh,
Looks
dangerous
like
here, but
Marina.
oh, luckily she's fine, but she's gotta be very careful. There's still 10 laps left for her to.
Luckily, she has experience handling slippery and slidey things.
She is on the softs when most everyone, most of the field is riding the hards.
It sounds so good. Oh, God.
Oh no, and she messes up. Oh,
Oh boy. Of course.
Myth can't catch a break.
Alright, you know what to do.
I'm gonna call my shots. I think Ina's gonna get screwed up by the pit lane glitch. Well, what do you know? Yeah, she's stuck in the pit lane. As Riona finds herself nearly perpendicular again, and now completely perpendicular. Holy crap, what a race this is turning out to be.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find something. I'll be back.
Let's look at the replay. What happened to Mio? What's all the hubbub? Rewind. Yeah, it's something involving Riona, I guess. I think it's here, and yeah. We'll rewind a bit, and Riona is not having a day, ladies and gentlemen. Local coverage. Oh, so Mokoko currently in the lead. If she wins out, that is gonna be, it will be her third win and first of this year. As the pit lane glitch ends up taking too many names out of contention.
Yeah, we gotta look at that as Matsuri.
Okay, what's the issue? What's the issue? Yeah, something wrong with Matsuri? Okay, Matsuri. Got clipped by Mokoko, it looks like?
Sorta. but ultimately kinda her fault. Still, we're alive. Yeah, I just wanted this to be all over.
Well, we're only through 25 and a half minutes so far in this race. Mokoko leading by 13 seconds, 14. Akoi Koyori might as well take over for third place at the moment.
It's very much a pink podium here.
I don't know what's going on with this part of the track that's causing drivers to have issues. It's like the slippy, slidey straightaway of Fuji.
Oh, right, I have memories of that. Both in this season's FH and then the inaugural season of BGTC. It's like somebody dumped oil on that part. Mogo coverage as the red car dives into the dust. Oh boy, that was so tiresome.
Whoa, careful. Too many such cases of drivers touching grass. Mokoko hates to be another such victim of the plague. Doesn't want to squander her nearly 15-second lead. I know it says a 19 on the TV ticker, but SimHub says 13-14 at the moment. So
I think both of them have picked ibuprofen and alcohol together.
yeah. So yeah, I don't think Kanade is experiencing the curse, but
You're getting
she is
dangerously
yeah.
at
Yeah. This is only her 10th lap so far. We're on lap 22. Yeah. No. Yeah. Kanade has completed. Kanade has completed 10 laps. This is her 11th lap she's running. Yeah. And how many drivers are on the current lap? Just Mokoko and Iris.
wonderful.
Yeah, this is a weird race we're experiencing.
And that's despite us switching to stock spec. I don't even know anymore.
Going along with Iris. Yeah, I don't know how it will be if Mokoko and Iris suddenly mess up. If they both mess up, then all bets are off. Oh, goodness gracious. Crony is the next driver down! Fresh off her win in Baku, 2 wins so far this month, has a decent shot of getting a third win, provided the timely things happen to her in fortunate manner. Moko coverage. So there's 5 laps to go.
At least Muna's still alive.
We just cracked the 30-minute mark, so this race is gonna end up being over 35 minutes again. And Mokoko barely survives the turn 3 and 4 trap.
Sequence. Yeah.
So some consolation news coming in as Muna certainly on the way to getting. Well, I was about to say consolation news for Muna to potentially go to the top 10, but never mind, life got in the way of things. You hate to see that.
How long has Bay been stranded there?
How many stranded?
How long has Bay been stranded there as
Whoa!
Mokoko Mystic's candidate for a target?
Who hasn't taken ibuprofen yet?
I don't think anybody at this rate. Interestingly enough, it's all Ians on the podium, with Kayori the closest, the highest JP, and Zeta highest ID.
Zeta might be the one to move into the top 10 when Muna couldn't. These laps go by in a flash. Koyori, for some reason, dropped into pit lane for a brief splash of fuel and tire change. Also, that happened. Moko coverage for a brief bit, and yeah, she's still doing fine at the moment.
If I'm not mistaken, that'll be her first win in the season, right?
I'm pretty sure it would. Yeah.
Back to winning form for her after having a lull in the last 4 or so rounds.
Yeah, it certainly does seem like it. Hajime, though, I'm just... Yeah, Hajime just been struggling here. Currently on 29th, which would be just 7 points, while Bestia Zeta is currently 10th, 42 points. So should it hold, it would look like Bestia Zeta would overtake Hajime in the points standings. Even better, Coronet is stuck, so expect Zeta to add a few more points, maybe. Depends on the position.
To start the last lap.
Moko coverage in the way of things. She has led the whole entire time since stuff happened. And what a performance she's been having. She needs to survive this last section. Maybe she's good.
right.
That'd be a race of attrition, and it's going to be Advent about to take the victory for a potential EN podium sweep in Indonesia. Last couple turns, and coming home to the finish. It's going to be a third win for the younger Abyssguard sister. Mokoko wins the Indonesian Holo Prix. There's your winner right here. That's some Moko coverage that you like to see.
Okay, black and white.
Miko currently has fastest lap 105.956. Trying to salvage some points here. We'll finish 4 laps down.
But in 7th, though. What was this goofy ass race?
Yeah, just
Goofy and not in the fun way or the Disney way either.
Yeah, bovine waste happens sometimes. Iris will take second. And I suppose Crony will finish third, and only 2 drivers finishing all 28 laps. So Crony will take third, and we officially have ourselves an EN podium sweep, I guess. So let's wrap up for today. All right, just need to write down the top 3. Mokoko, and then Iris and Crony. So that's Mokoko's third Formula Holo one. Harsh light. Sorry?
I mean, yeah, our resident fantasy team player would very much like this result.
Zeta finishes 9th. Depending upon the situation at hand, Zeta might overtake Hajime for the Drivers' Championship points lead. We'll find out in a bit as we have a look at the top 10. I will say the top 10. Mokoko. And then Iris, Crony, Koyori, Matsuri, Sora, Miko, Louie. I believe Miko's going to get the fastest lap. Zeta finishes 9th. Corne, 10th. 11 to 20, go.
Then Miko, Ayame, Miyo, Muna, Nene, Ina, Bei, Azuki, Kanade, and Riona.
Well, Kanade finishes 19th, so not much of a curse right there. Just a tiny bit of a curse, because finishing a handful of laps below Mokoko and Iris. Yeah, just Mokoko and Iris finished all 28 laps. I'm going to do 21 to 30. Al, Raden, Ollie, Botan, Subaru, Ririka, Roboco, Marine, Hajime, finishing 29th. Ouch. Luna 30th, and here's the rest of the field chrono.
And to cap this off, Okayu, Aki, Fuwawa, Fubuki, JJ, Iroha, Raura, Watame, Su, and Nerissa. Yeah. Didn't even make a lap.
Four syllables, chrono. Ibuprofen. Let's lock in the points into. And
yeah, thankfully I have to take less of it since going on podium.
Okay. Where's the points files? Give Miko the bonus point for fastest lap, as we've already pointed out. To confirm, that's all 40, and it is indeed all 40. And let's see, Miko 51. So fastest lap, and who was pole? Muna finishing 14th. I'm going to showcase the rest of the field. So 35 points instead of 34. And I'm going to do this. And we are going to see the Constructors' Championship first. We're going to see the Constructors' Championship, and I'm sure there's going to be some ibuprofen, as more names will go past the thousands mark. Regloss 1361, Gen 0, Scrutia Genocide 1098, EN Gen 2 Promise 1060, Glow 1034, Gen 2 Aku Kensetsu 905, and for once Holo X isn't on the bottom, as now it's Gen 4 for Super Sheep, finding themselves at the bottom of the standings with just 503 points. As for the Drivers' Championship, we can confirm a new championship points leader in Vestia Zeta. The cute and cuddly, not kitty cat. 477. Hajime now drops to second. Another struggle of a race for her. 467. Matsuri. 437.
To understand her speech.
Choco drops to fourth. 387, and Ayame now goes to fifth with 378. So, a new championship points leader in Vestia Zeta. As I need to briefly showcase the remaining times, and just not bother those because these are Roners.
Takes down the championship for.
Sorry, come again. Yeah, your mic
First
is a bit low.
First, Zeta's driver takes down the title for ARO's FH, and now Zeta herself is gunning for the title in VTRP FH. An interesting series of events here.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, as we have a look at the schedule coming up for tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. We have 3 races coming up. First, it's the Stars Touring Car Championship Round 10 at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, and then rounds 15 and 16 of the FHWC 2025 at Austin and Mexico City. So, you looking forward to the races there?
I'm looking forward to the Eagles' call.
Yeah. Hopefully, we don't have to take as much ibuprofen in those races as what we just saw today. Anyway, Chrono, thanks again for your services and commentary today. I hopefully we'll see you back for commentary tomorrow.
Yeah, I will be, bar sudden emergencies.
Yeah, let's just hope for the best here. Anyway, everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll And please have a great rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of Formula Holo World Championship and Stars Touring Car Championship action tomorrow at Austin and Mexico City. Take care, everyone. Otsu Dag.
Otsu Kurono.